Hi. In this video, I'll be explaining about a Linux library called Tmux, which allows us to incorporate session retentivity into the interactive embedded web terminal. Now, to install this Tmux library, we need to type sudo or basically apt-get install followed by Tmux. So this will basically install the Tmux library. So now, once we have installed the library, now let us create a session using the Tmux. So Tmux new followed by -s and then a name for that session. So let me name the session as Docker. Now let me press enter. As you can see, I'm now in the Tmux session. Now inside the Tmux session, and you can see the name where it's showing Docker. Now let me execute some commands within it and check whether they are working inside the Tmux session or not. So as you can see, we ran the command and it did not work. And now let us run another command, which basically sets the environment variables. As you can see, the command ran successfully. Now let us check whether the environment variable is preserved or not. So as you can see, the environment variable is preserved. Now let us check the session retentivity feature by typing in a command like sudo su, which wants user input. So when I type sudo su, it asks for the password of the machine. So now what happens is, now let me reload the session. So let me click on the reload button on the web browser. So what we expect is all our work to get lost because we have reloaded the session. I mean, we have reloaded the web page. And even the terminal which we get initially is suggesting the same. However, Tmux is a handy tool which allows us to preserve such sessions. It basically prevents the SSH sessions from getting lost. So how to get back that session? So for that, we need to know the name of the session which we had created. So the name was Docker. So we can attach to that. Also, we can get the names of the Tmux session using Tmux and S. As you can see, we had a window created there, the session created there. So it's showing the name of the session which we had created. So that's Docker. Now let me attach the session by typing the attach command. The Tmux attach following -t. So -t suggests the target and the name of the session. So now let me click on enter. As you can see, I'm in the exact same place where I had left the terminal. And it's even suggesting me to enter the password for the Linux machine. So let me check out what happens if I enter the password. So before that, let me just cancel this. And let me type in echo $csmdbs. So as you can see, the environment variable is still retained. And now we want to really check out what happens if we give in the password. Now, once again, let us reload the web page, before which we will type in sudo su. Now let us reload the web page. So basically that time what I did was that I ran in echo $csmdbs to show you that the environment variables were still preserved. Now let me once again do this and show you what happens if we type in the password, whether we really enter the super user mode or not. As you can see, we have entered the super user mode. So this confirms the session retentivity, which is provided by Tmux. Now the second feature which Tmux provides is the multiple window feature. So for that, we have to type in, so we have to press Ctrl B and shift percentile. So as you can see, I press Control B and shift percentage. So it's giving us a new window. Now, if we want to come back to the previous window, we have to press Control B followed by left. So when we press Control B followed by left, we came back to the left window. And if we press Control B followed by right, we come back to the right window. So let us see if we can execute commands in both the windows. Let me run this command here. So we successfully ran the command in the right terminal. Now let me go back to the left terminal. So I came back to the left terminal. Now let me type in this command. Let us see what happens. So it's basically running this command. It's even starting the download process. So it's asking me if you want to install RPM, let me put in. So it's showing that it's not successfully executed. So it's showing cross mark. So that's what we expected. So as you can see, we can execute commands in both these windows. So the very nice feature is that we can put a command for execution and we can simultaneously execute some other commands here. For example, if I put ping localhost here, and if I leave it, as you can see, it's working here. Now let me go back to the right window by pressing Control B in the right. Here I can execute commands simultaneously, like let me put host name. It is showing me the output. Now let me put some invalid command. It's showing me the output once again. So as you can see, here the command is running continuously, but here also we can simultaneously execute commands. If we want to close this terminal session, we can close it in a normal way by typing exit. So before that, let us stop the process running in the left window by pressing Control D left. I'm back in the same place. Now let me press Control C. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm pressing Control V, Control C. Yeah, so as you can see, I terminated the process. Now, let us close the right window by pressing Control B. Let me go to the right. So I'm in the right terminal now. To exit from that window, simply press exit. Now we have just one window. We can once again create one more window by pressing Control B, shift percentage. And it allows us to create multiple windows also by pressing Control B, shift quotation mark. So now it created 3 windows for me now. And we can once again work with 2 windows, all the 3 windows simultaneously. To exit, simply we type in exit. Here also we type in exit. And now to exit the Tmux session also, we type in exit. So I was in the superuser mode. Now let me type in exit. As you can see, it's showing Tmux exited. So basically in this video, I have explained the usage of Tmux with the interactive embedded web terminal, which makes it more reliable and provides the session retentivity feature. Thank you.